Well, the guys are looking strong. The biggest difference between this year and last year with the men's team is that we actually have some experience. Last year, the excitement was kind of just about being here. Now we have excitement about our expectations and what we can actually do on the course, and working on improving day by day, week by week, race by race, where last year it was just kind of a work in progress the whole way through. The excitement was just about being here and being young and having a chance to kind of formulate the team the way they wanted it to. Now they've done that for a year, and now the expectation is to go out and beat people on the cross-country course.
How did preseason go for the guys?
The guys had an awesome preseason. Some really good hill workouts at the New Smyrna Causeway. We had a really, really good out and back workout at Tiger Bay, which was our first real workout of our preseason. Today they just got done doing a fartlek workout at Sperling Sports Complex. So we have some pretty high expectations going into the first meet. We don't want to obviously place too much emphasis on the first meet, but I think there are a few teams that we'll see on Friday that we saw last year that nipped us a little bit by a few points. I think there's a little bit of revenge on the mind there. Whether we get it or not, that remains to be seen. Whether it really matters at this point in the season is also another thing. But like I said, the workouts have gone well. The team is very, very close, not just outside of practice, hanging out in the dorms and in the apartments, but we've got some really, really good subsets of our training groups that push each other to a very, very high degree.
Who's that in that upper echelon of runners right now?
So right now our top three are probably Hillary, Ari, and Tristan. Sam can be close to that group, and Stu can be close to that group when they're healthy. Right now we're just taking some precaution on some injury issues with those two. But Friday when we race, I expect both of those two to be close to that group. And then we've got Reese and Payne that are kind of our however you want to call it, the sixth and seventh man, the displacers when you talk about the terms on the cross-country course. I like to call them our insurance policies. If somebody in that top five has a bad race, those guys are right there to pick up the slack. If everybody's still running well, they're there to push back those other guys from those other teams and pick up some points. So they've been working really well together, and I think they're going to do a really good job of moving up throughout the course of the race, moving out throughout the course of the season. But yeah, we've got a really good, nice group right now that gets it. They understand who they need to work with and where they work together every day, when we work out hard especially, to push each other, and they understand the roles.
Tell me about the women's team. What do you like about them?
The women's team has a really good chance to probably have our top two individuals that the program maybe has ever had in terms of finishing high at the conference championships or running fast times, however you want to compute it. And the thing that really sticks out to me with the women's program is the progress that was made from last fall to last spring with our top two runners, Maggie and Melanie. They both had pretty good falls, but then they both came out and had really good spring seasons on the track. Times over the 5K on the track that were a minute faster or more than what they were running during the cross-country season. So they've bought into the program. They've bought into the system. So they are ready to move and ready to compete at a very high level this fall. And they're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. And we need that concept to just continue to leak throughout the rest of our ladies. We got a couple freshmen. We got a newcomer who is actually a senior. She was here when she was a freshman, and then she took a couple years off when the coaching change happened. But now we're glad she's back, and Katie Hessler. So we've got three new faces that we just need that buying into the program mentality to trickle down to them. And it is, but obviously that's not something that happens completely overnight, but it's working that way, and they've set the tone for how we run the program, the accountability, the self-accountability as well, in terms of, hey, there's no magic wand that's going to get the job done. I have to put in the work. I have to put in the miles. I've got to work through the days where I feel like garbage. I've got to work through the days where I'm super sore. They're all super sore right now. They're all complaining to me. They're sore for Friday. But, hey, it's part of the game. We don't take days off at this level. We don't say, oh, well, we're a little sore. We'll cut the run short today. They've really bought into that and understanding that the end game is October and November, where we want to compete hard at the conference meet and the regional championships.